almost autumn now, so I decided that it would be a good idea to get one last trip out into the bush. We've actually had this planned for many a month, since May actually. Me, Bryan, and Shane came out here last year, a little bit later in the year, and this year we're also bringing out Bryan's new wife Amy, so it should be fun. I'm up a day early because why not, right? Another day in the bush is another day in the bush. And it's actually a really nice day out, if not a little chilly when the wind picks up. It's supposed to go down into the negatives tonight and tomorrow night, but we'll see how we do. I've got all my toys because it's only hop, skip, and a jump to the campsite. And yeah, let's see if Bottle Lake this year is as good as it is last year. My long and arduous 1 hour journey is over. It's a really good site. I've been here before. Like I said, last year we were at Bottle Lake on the other side of the lake. It was sort of a last minute trip, and I booked late so we couldn't get a great site, but this time I planned ahead, almost, sort of. Booked in the springtime because we knew we wanted to come back for a fall trip, and I got here one day early. Everyone's coming in tomorrow, and we're supposed to actually be staying on that site way just right there, actually. It's an island site, kind of neat, looks nice. But since someone sniped it away from me for my preemptive coming here, I decided that I would just go with another site that we visited last time. This site's gigantic and open, but still shaded from the wind, which is good because it gets chilly and it's supposed to be really cold tonight. I can't wait. And I'll just move over there tomorrow around noon or so, have lunch there. Whoever came here before me, I can't thank you enough for the bounty of wood that you have left me. Look at all of this. Oh, it's perfect. And this big long one too, it just keeps going. So I don't even have to go looking for wood, which is good because I'm probably not even going to burn through all of this tonight. And I'll be able to leave some for the next people. In the meantime, I'm going to have myself some lunch, eventually cook myself up some food, set up a tent, and then hopefully try some fishing. Fishing's supposed to be pretty good here. At least it was last year. Anyways, in a way. I talked about it last time, and that video really never got made, but I really like this tree right here. I'm going to show you in a sec. It obviously like blew down or something, but it's just got the weirdest root system I've ever seen. It's still alive, but it's amazing. Check it out. So the roots go from over there on the rock to up and into this huge tree over here and down over there and out that way. It's still alive, but it grew a tough way. It went the long way around, that's for sure. I'm just burning out the fire pit now. I'm gonna get chicken going pretty quickly. Not quickly, soon. It's probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours of sunlight left, so make sure everything's settled before sunset. It's gonna be a nice sunset tonight too. Ooh, I can't wait. Good morning. This is day 2. It was cold last night, but not too cold. With my current sleeping system, it was more than manageable. It was actually quite comfortable. I used up all the wood last night. It was definitely necessary, unfortunately, but Means that I have something to do today, I suppose. Just gonna get the coffee going and have a big breakfast of bacon and eggs. And set about the day. All I really gotta do is fish, wait for people to come in, and gather wood, and move sites. It's only like, I think, 20-minute operation. It's a good day. I made it all the way from over there. It was a treacherous passage, but we did it in one go. It's a good little site. It's a typical island site. It's a bit more lived on. See a bit of trash here and there, more evidence of mankind. Tons of nails. They don't screw around with nails here. And tent pads, we should be okay with 3 tents. One's pretty exposed, one's tucked away, another one's in a bit of a gully, which would be terrible if it rains tomorrow, and it's supposed to, but we'll see what happens. It should be okay. Pretty quickly I'm going to have to go and get Shane, help him get his canoe off his car and get across the portage. We've got a whole bunch of gear that we're going to bring, including a heater, a little propane unit, just in case it's really, really cold and we don't have coffee on in the morning or something like that. Anyways, I'm going to go set up my tent. So we were just looking for firewood, and this is a natural place to start, but then we noticed that this tree right here and its neighbor, and there's one behind it, are all pine. And I have never seen a pine tree this big, this straight, that hasn't been made into a piece of furniture. It's gigantic. I think it's got to be at least 100 years old.
I would think so, at least. I'd expect to see this in Algonquin Park.
Yeah, like in that one part that it's like a reserve by Dixon.
Yep. But not here, not in the Kawartha Highlands. It's impressive.
This lake keeps on giving, baby. So we're setting up camp temporarily here at the base of the portage, waiting for Bryan and Amy, who are late, tragically. So we might have to paddle back in the dark, but we've got some beacons lit, and it's a pretty sunset. So we're making the best of a good situation.
And we're not frozen.
Not yet.
Nope.
It's supposed to actually not to be as bad as it was supposed to be.
As long as it stays north of 0.
I'm happy. We're sitting pretty. Oh, the inaugural cast. Was that the first cast?
That was the very first cast.
Very first cast.
How much was the rod, James?
The rod was about $14.99.
You got $7.50 per rod.
That's expensive. Wow.
Graphite core.
Wow.
Oh, that couldn't have gone any better. I'm so amazed that that happened.
Well,
there is a God.
We've exceeded the limitations of the model.
By what? Casting it?
Oh.
Oh man, that's so good. I feel so bad. So
Torpedo diver.
well, at least the drag works.
Well, no, I want to get that lure now because I want the end of the rod. I'm going to tape it back on.
Alright, so we're back in the water already. That was a quick repair. So what did you do here?
Well, stiffened up the inside with a stick, a little bit of duct tape, and it's good to go.
So it won't telescope at all now, eh?
Oh, of course it will. Maybe. A little bit. Yeah, that's about it. But it does a little bit.
Okay. Well, now it's like an ice fishing rod, so you got that going for you, which is nice. This rock's really big. Getting down from here is going to be a trip. It's a bit of a windy day. I don't know if you guys can hear me over that. But the rocks here are awesome. It's a nice day, a bit breezy, but day 2 is pretty lame right now, actually. There's Bryan and Amy. Hello. Look at this tarp. It's so good. That's coming down good.
Are your nipples warming in?
Oh, they're the warmest. I'd rather have a couple wet toes than cold nipples. Wow.